Look up at the night sky. There it is, the moon. Silent, glowing, timeless. Humanity's oldest companion. It has guided sailors, inspired poets, and marked the passage of time for millennia. But beneath its calm silver light lies one of the most violent stories in the history of our solar system. A story born not from peace, but from catastrophe. Because the moon, as beautiful as it seems, is the child of chaos. Around 4.5 billion years ago, our solar system was still a newborn, chaotic, crowded, and violent. Planets were forming from dust and rock, colliding, merging, and shattering in the cosmic dance that would eventually bring order from chaos. Earth itself was young, hot, and unstable, a molten world still growing in size. And then, one day, something happened that would change both Earth and the sky forever. A planet-sized object, roughly the size of Mars, was hurtling through space. We call it Theia. It had formed in a nearby orbit, perhaps a twin to Earth in its earliest days. But the young solar system was no gentle nursery. Orbits shifted, gravities clashed, and eventually, Theia's path crossed with ours. What followed was one of the most cataclysmic collisions in the history of the solar system. Theia slammed into Earth with unimaginable force. The impact released more energy than 1 billion nuclear bombs. In an instant, both worlds were torn apart. Mountains vaporized. Oceans boiled into steam. The crust shattered like glass. For a moment, Earth wasn't even Earth. It was a raging ocean of molten rock, its surface glowing like the sun. But out of that chaos came something extraordinary. The debris from the collision, melted rock, metal, and dust, was blasted into orbit around Earth. A ring of glowing magma encircled our planet, like Saturn's rings, but far more deadly and temporary. Over time, gravity began to work its magic. Those molten fragments started clumping together, merging, growing larger, rounder, until finally, a new world was born. That world became the moon. The giant impact theory, as it's known today, is the leading explanation for how our moon came to be. And it solves a puzzle that had stumped scientists for centuries. Because the moon is, in many ways, too similar to Earth. When we brought back lunar rocks during the Apollo missions, scientists discovered something shocking. The isotopic fingerprint of those rocks was nearly identical to Earth's crust. They weren't the same as meteorites, nor as any other planetary material we knew. That meant the moon wasn't captured from elsewhere. It was forged from the same stuff as Earth itself. But there was a twist. The moon is much less dense than Earth, lacking a large iron core. That fits perfectly with the giant impact theory. In the collision, most of Theia's metal core merged with Earth's, leaving the lighter, silicate-rich material to form the moon. Earth kept the iron, the moon took the rock. So in a way, the moon is Earth's lost twin, born from the same body, separated by a cosmic accident, and forever bound by gravity. And the consequences of that ancient collision were profound. The moon didn't just decorate our night sky. It shaped the very world we live in. Its gravity stabilized Earth's axial tilt, preventing wild swings that would have made our climate chaotic and unstable. Without the moon, our seasons might have been extreme, our weather unpredictable, perhaps even hostile to life as we know it. The tides, driven by the moon's pull, stirred the early oceans, mixing nutrients, and possibly helping spark the chemistry that led to life. In other words, the moon didn't just form with us. It helped make us possible. But this story isn't without mystery. For decades, scientists have debated the details. Some models suggest Theia and Earth merged almost completely, creating a synestia, a massive donut-shaped cloud of molten rock that later condensed into both Earth and the moon. Others think multiple smaller impacts could have gradually built our lunar companion. And then there's the haunting question: what happened to Theia? In a sense, it never truly disappeared. Most of it may have fused with Earth, becoming part of our planet's mantle and core. Some scientists even speculate that remnants of Theia still exist deep within the Earth. Massive, mysterious structures detected beneath the mantle, stretching thousands of kilometers wide. If that's true, then Theia isn't gone. It's still inside us. So the next time you gaze at the moon, remember, You're looking at a scar from a collision so immense it reshaped an entire planet. You're looking at a piece of Earth that was thrown into the heavens, and then, over billions of years, became our constant companion. From destruction came creation. From chaos came beauty. The moon is not just a rock in the sky. It's a reminder that even in the most violent moments of the universe, something wondrous can be born. And maybe, just maybe, that's the story of all of us.